Yo, it's your boy GT here from the Gangster Times. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Also hit me up on Instagram, which is gangstertimes_official, and on my Snapchat, type in the search box. Gangster there were more than 20 suspects which have been identified as part of the investigation into the murder of Robbie Lawlor. And it's also believed that international drug dealers are believed to have been involved in the planning of his assassination. So these details emerged as bail was refused to a 45-year-old man accused of carrying out research and logistics around the killing in North Belfast. So Patrick Tier is one of the two men charged for Lawlor's murder. The 36-year-old was gunned down outside a house in Etna Drive in the Ardoyne area on April the 4th this year. A Belfast Magistrates Court heard police believe Lawlor was shot dead when he attended a pre-arranged appointment at a 37-year-old co-accused Adrian Holland's home. A detective inspector claimed the victim went there to collect cash following a prior meeting at a Tesco store in Crumlin the previous day. A gunman emerged from the property and opened fire, hitting him several times, and he died at the scene. So Lawlor was originally from Dublin, and he was widely reported to have been heavily involved in a feud in rival Drogheda-based factions. So it's believed that the gunman then fled down the side streets to Kingston Court, where a Volkswagen Scirocco, which was left there as a potential getaway car, was set on fire. An Audi vehicle parked on the Old Park Road is believed to have been used in the gunman's escape, and it was found later burnt out in the Crumlin area. Tier was allegedly instrumental in moving the Volkswagen and Audi into the Ardoyne area on the 31st of March. Days before the murder, he used his own mobile phone to carry out research on Lawlor and his movements. So a detective had claimed that the case against Mr. Tier is that he was specifically involved in research, logistics, disposal, and the interference with the course of justice. Holland and another suspect, described as an international drug dealer, were said to have met in the Sligo Park Hotel in March, and the detective stated that this meet-up at the hotel was organised and paid for by Patrick Tier. The detective also alleged that throughout the course of the period of terms of planning, preparation and execution of the murder, Patrick Tier was in contact not only with Adrian Holland, but also some international drug dealers and members of a very significant organised crime gang. He stated, ultimately, it's our view that Mr. Tier had been instrumental in this murder, and without his involvement, it couldn't have happened. Prosecution barrister raised suspected links to domestic and international organised crime gangs. He said there's in excess of 20 suspects in this case, most of whom reside outside the UK. They would be in a position to provide Mr. Tier with substantial support, including money and safe locations. They went on to say that there is a substantial number of suspects yet to be apprehended, including the gunman. The barrister disclosed that Holland had been issued with a threat message since the killing and suggested the same could now happen with Tier. They stated that police feel that there will be a threat towards Mr. Tier, and in the last year there have been 3 murders in relation to this ongoing feud, 4 since 2007, and there are over a dozen attacks, mostly including guns and explosives, carried out in public. The defence barrister countered the police case against Tier, and it boiled down to his association with co-accused Holland. The defence barrister insisted that his client has a clear record and will have a complete answer to face all the charges. He said he's the only character in this production who didn't have a burner phone. The authorities would say he was set up solely for the purpose of this operation to take Mr. Lawlor's life. He said it really is a result of that association with Adrian Holland that he is drawn into this. When you consider his own circumstances, particularly the fact he's driving his own car, bringing Mr. Holland places and allowing his phone to be used, it's actually absurd to suggest he knowingly had anything to do with this. However, the District Judge Fiona Bagnall denied bail, stating that there's a risk of reoffending and interference with witnesses, and Tier was remanded in custody to appear again in January 2021. So that's some latest news coming with regards to the murder of Robbie Lawlor, and it's believed that some international drug dealers were involved in the planning of his assassination. Madness. Let me know what you think. It's your boy GT. Keep it locked, keep it real.